Hello and welcome to this video. This is Crafty Rhea. Today I will be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to craft with candy. Well, sort of. These are from Palmer Chocolates. They are chocolate bunnies and chocolate bunny money or coins, and I'm going to be making something with them. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss that. First, I want to show you a few things that I picked up at my shopping trip today. I went to Dollar Tree and Dollar General, and I got some really cool things that I think you're going to like. So I'm going to move the candy aside. I got some Easter embellishments that I thought would be cute on cards. These were from the Dollar Tree. Some of them have Google eyes and some don't. But I could put Google eyes on all of them if I wanted to. And I got these. These are window clings. And I thought they would be great for cards. I got the bunnies or the chicks, and I got the Easter eggs. Like I said, I thought they'd be great on cards. So watch out for a video coming up in the near future. I will be using these. And then I got a box to store my dies in. I don't know if you've seen on a past video, I was using magnets to store all of my dies. And I went ahead and picked up this white crate from the Dollar Tree, and it is perfect. It fits the dies perfectly. There's plenty of room in here. It holds some of my bigger sheets and even some that have the stamps with them. So it'll hold all of them, and I'm really excited about this. It's nice and sturdy. It has handles. I can pick it up. It has the little handle cutouts. It's easy to pick up, easy to use, and I think it's going to be perfect for my die storage. I also picked up from the Dollar Tree one of these. It's a silicone facial mask applicator, and I thought it would be a good spatula. I saw someone else use this in their crafting, and if I can get it open, I'm going to just cut it open. I will play around with it and see how it works. Yes, it is very soft. It is curved, and the girl I watched cut the tip off with her paper cutter, so I'm going to do the same thing. And I think it would be great as a spatula to use for thick paints or glue or anything that I need to smear flat. I will set that aside, and I'll show you maybe my favorite thing that I got today. I got this box. It says Dream Big. It's in purple, which is my favorite color, and it has beautiful flowers that look like they're hand painted on it. And there's the front, and it has flowers on all the sides, and it has a Velcro closure and beautiful purple on the inside. I got this at Dollar General, and it was only $2, and it's a beautiful box. Guess what I'm going to use it for? Most of you probably have already guessed, and if you haven't, that's okay. I'll forgive you. As many of you know, my Bling box has been overflowing. So I got this. It's quite a bit bigger than my Bling box. So I'm going to move my Bling to this bigger box. Oh, I'm so excited. And I've got room to grow, so I can buy more Bling. Don't tell Todd. I have an excuse now to buy more Bling because I want to fill up my new box. So there we go. There's my new Bling box. We're going to dream big. I hope you like it. You'll see this in upcoming videos, I'm sure. Okay, so let me try cutting this spatula because I think I'm going to be using it when I make my craft today. I'll give it a try anyway. I want to take this plastic guard off of my paper trimmer. So I'm taking the little clip out in the back and I'm just going to remove that for a minute. I'll try not to cut my fingers off. I'm just going to lay this in here and try to cut one even strip of it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it against the blade here and put my fingers where I know I'm not going to cut them off. There we go. And that did work. It didn't cut completely straight. Let me see if I can get that little edge off. Maybe if I flip it over. There we go. Perfect. So now we have, it's not perfect. I lied. It's still a little crooked. If I keep trimming it, it'll be like the mom that's always cutting their kids' hair. Let's just try my scissors here. I just want to even up that edge. There we go. So we have a nice even edge. I'll put my paper trimmer back together later. Okay, so I have this. This is going to be my glue spreader, and this was at the Dollar Tree in the makeup section. So I have my candy, and I'll show you what I made out of the wrappers. I was just sitting here the other night, and I had eaten a piece of candy, and I had flattened out the wrapper, and I was just kind of playing with it, and I thought I could make something out of this. And then I told my husband to save them for me, but he can't because he's making a ball. I will go get this ball and show you what he's making. So my husband is making this ball. He started at Valentine's Day with Hershey Kisses wrappers. Actually before Valentine's Day, because for Valentine's Day I bought him Hershey Kisses because he said he needed more to make his ball bigger. So he takes, he's crazy, he takes the wrapper, the candy wrapper, and he just keeps wrapping it around this ball. So far this is what he has. So I asked him to save his wrappers for me, and he gave me this look like, you know, that's asking too much, because it will take wrappers away from his ball. So anyway, tonight he came in before he went to bed and he said, "Here, I saved you a wrapper, and I want you to tell all of your viewers the sacrifice I made." So I'm telling you that he sacrificed one of these from this ball so I can do this video. So when you see him comment below, his name is Todd. When you see him comment below, you be sure to tell him that we all appreciate his sacrifice. Okay, so anyway, these are the embellishments that I made the other day out of the wrappers, and I think they're really cute, and they would go great on Easter cards. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not sure if this one will work because I ripped it. He didn't rip it. It was my fault. I ripped it, and it might be too close to the edge, but we could still do something with that. And I will open up one of these. We'll go with this pink coin. And then when you open your wrappers, first of all, when you go to the store and you buy whatever candy it is, you know, buy something pretty. I didn't buy these with this in mind. This is an afterthought. I should have bought more candy at the store today. So you want to be really careful. And then, of course, you want to take the candy out and eat it. I'm going to set it aside. I will eat it after the video. And then when you're making your foil flat, you just want to be really careful that you don't break the foil. You don't hurt the foil. And the other day what I was doing, I was sitting here with my bone folder and I was watching a YouTube video and I was just flattening this, and I thought it would be a great idea to just go ahead and use it for something. So here I flattened it from the bottom, the silver side first, and then I just used my bone folder and just flattened it out completely. If you don't have a bone folder, then you can use maybe the side of a pencil or a pen or anything that will just make it nice and flat. Now it will still be crinkled, but that's okay because that's part of the art. And we'll go ahead and do this one. Now if yours have a lot of chocolate on them or anything, you can rinse them off and wash them first. I won't do that just for the sake of making this video, but that might be a good idea. So then I have two very, very thin pieces of foil. And then I will take them. When I made these, I used the back of a Christmas card. I have a piece of white cardstock. You can use any scrap cardboard, like a cereal box, or the back of one of your cards that you're recycling. Just anything, just so long as it gives it a little bit of structure. So what I did was I put the glue right on the back of the foil. I tried it both ways with the glue on the back of this and on this, but with the art glitter glue it dried too fast on the porous surface. I'm going to try using my new spatula and spreading it out. Oh, that works really good. Now this one probably still has a little bit of chocolate on it, but we won't tell anybody. That works fantastic. So you're just going to spread out your glue. You don't have to do it on the whole thing. Just make sure that glue is covering the image and a little bit more. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to just burnish that down. And again, I don't have the whole thing stuck down, but I do have the image plus a little bit more. And then I'm going to do it with this one. You can probably use any kind of white glue, like tacky glue or Mod Podge, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Mod Podge. Mod Podge. That's the hardest word to say. I don't know why I can't say it tonight. I haven't had enough chocolate. So you're just going to get your glue on your foil and then just lay your foil right down on your paper and spread it out with your bone folder. Now I did this with my fingers the other night and it was a hot mess. Now, since it is foil on top of the glue, on top of the paper, it will take longer to completely dry. I let mine sit and dry for a couple hours before I cut them out. And then with this, since it's silicone, once that glue dries, it should peel right off of there. So I'm just going to set that aside. And I'm going to set these aside because I did some right before the video. So I went through my stash of punches and dies and everything to try to figure out what the best size punch would be to use on these. And I came up with the coin. I thought a round one would be good. The image fit in there perfectly. And then this one I found that really pretty oval die, which works great on there. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. We'll start with this guy. I'm going to just make sure it's nice and flat. I have this, I think it's a 2-inch circle punch, but you can use what you have. And I thought it was a really good size for it. I'm going to center him in the middle, or it could be a her, I don't know. And then I'm just going to punch it out. There we go. And for this, I wanted a little more of a decorative border. So on this one here, I used some purple glitter paper behind it. And this one here, I have this yellow I thought would go really good. And this yellow paper has a sheen to it. So I have this 2-inch scallop punch, and I'll go ahead and punch out a yellow circle. And then I will just glue that right on down to it. I was going to originally lift this up on some foam tape, but then I thought I would put it flat onto this because then I could lift the whole thing up on foam tape if I wanted to. So out of the circles, I have these two, and then I will probably do this one with a circle as well. Then I have this little guy, and you can fussy cut him out if you want, but I did find this die and I thought it was really, really good. So let me get my box of dies out here in my new die storage. Very cool. And it's on this set of Nestabilities or Spellbinders, and it's this size here. I thought worked really good for that guy. All right, so let me get my die cutter. I have my magnetic platform. This is my Big Shot by Ellison. I have my magnetic platform down, and then my very used cutting plate. And I'm going to go ahead and just line this up with the magnetic platform. Try to get it to stick right in the right spot. I think that will work. Put my top plate on and run it through. And since I want to make sure it cut through this, since it's more than one layer, I'm going to run it back as well. I always look at the back before I take it apart just to make sure it cut through everything. I'll carefully take this out. I have my little pokey tool here that I'm just going to poke through these little pieces. This is a stylus tool. You can use anything. It just happened to be close by and I was able to grab it. And there we have it in pink and on white, or yellow, I mean. I thought those came out really, really cool. They look like embellishments that you would buy at the store, but yet they still kind of look like the candy wrappers, which is what we think of when we think of Easter. We think of Easter candy. So then we have these guys too. I'll put them on this white background so you can see them all really good. There you go. Talk about recycling. You get to eat the chocolate and you get to use the wrappers. So it's an excuse to go out and buy some Easter candy before Easter and eat the candy and use the wrappers to make those. I did want to show you a follow-up of my last video that I posted with the Christmas cards that I made using the glossy accents. I wanted to show you what they look like when they dried. So then there we have it. It looks like metallic and glass, and then the stickles are very, very glittery on there. And then we have this one. It's hard to see on the camera, but you can tell that they're raised up a little bit and they look like the glass bulbs. They came out really, really cool. So I did want to come on here and give you a sneak peek of that. If you didn't watch this video, I think it's recycled Christmas cards number 49. I'm almost to 50. Very exciting about that. I want to thank you again for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel for all kinds of great fun and activities that we're going to do. More recycling and making Christmas cards and Easter cards and all those kind of fun things. I also have a Facebook group that I'd love it if you joined. It is Create with Crafteria. We have a great little community over there, and I'd love for you to be a part of that as well. If you like what you see, please give this a thumbs up and leave me a comment below, or you might want to leave a comment. Say something to Todd about this crazy little ball. I think it would be pretty funny. I think he'd get a kick out of you guys leaving him a comment. Thanks again for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.